Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Let's wait for a couple seconds to make sure that people can get in here and find it, and we will get going in a second. So we'll let people pile in, I should say. Happy you guys are here. I see a lot of familiar faces. I see a couple new ones and ones that I'm always happy to see. So let's get going. And let's see what happens tonight. Welcome, everyone. Actually, I can't hear myself on one of my... that's why. All right, let's get going. Hey, everyone. I am Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks Commentary Live. Do this twice a week now, Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, and I'm thrilled that you are with me on Sunday night, September the 19th. So if you're new, as I always like to say, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Also, if you're new, you know that I talk for the first, 5 to 10 minutes. Then I throw it over to all of you. And no GL Rebirth. I'm not wearing jeans. I'm wearing shorts. I stand up, but I don't want to, lose all my viewers. And yes, hi T, we are indeed blessed. I'm not sure if you saw the shirt or you just knew it, but yes, we are indeed very blessed. So let me talk for the first 5 or 10 minutes, then throw it over to you for Canucks and hockey related questions. And then of course we will end with 5 or 10 minutes of non-hockey Ask Me Anything as well. So thanks again for being here. Right off the start, want to give a thank you to my moderators. We'll see how much you have to do tonight, but I always appreciate you, and I always appreciate that you try and use your judgment as best you can. Want to give a shout out to my sponsors. My lead sponsor is always Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. I'm now down 7 pounds. I like to report that. I don't want to sound like I'm showing off, but I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of what my wife Gail is doing. Eating better, exercising. So yes, in all my videos, I always say I have a link right there, actually performandtransform.ca/Canuck Clay. You can sign up with Patrick, my trainer, for a free 7-week trial. It's not 7 weeks. What am I talking about? A free 7-day trial. I know there's one of my subscribers who have already done that as well. He started with, and I've seen this person on some of the workouts already. So it's pretty exciting to see. So yes, again, if you want to sign up for a free 7-day trial, you're welcome to do so with Perform and Transform. Also want to thank Gassy Jack Art. I saw that he is now going to do some football prints as well. So it's pretty cool if you're into those prints, such as the one I have of Brock Besser there or Bo Horvat there. Those are courtesy of Gassy Jack. So make sure you check him out. And then Monkey 9 Brewing, of course, they'd be my longest serving sponsor. I appreciate them. And of course, Zawada Mortgages, run by Raymond Zawada. So those are my 4 sponsors right now. Also, no matter where you're watching from, if you're in my beautiful part of the world, in Steveston, in Richmond, in the city, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or around the world, thank you. You know I do not take you for granted. You know that I appreciate your loyalty. You know that I'm excited about the community that we are building here. And I know that you could be doing anything else right now, but instead you are with me, either winding down the week or getting ready for the week. That's the first thing here. While I'm talking for the first few minutes, tell me, it's Sunday night. Are you basically winding down your week, or are you getting ready for your week? And I know you're going to say both. Of course, I'm winding down the week. I'm getting ready. But do you look at Sunday basically as the end of your week or the start of your week? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'd be curious to know what you think about Sunday. Is Sunday the end of your week, or is it the start of your week? Let me know what you think. I'd love to see how you guys... So Lucas says getting ready for the week. So I said that's a start. Debut Hunter, recovering from jet lag, no plans. Debut Hunter, where'd you fly to and from where? Okay, Sean says Saturday is the start. Changes at noon. So Brad's new week starts tomorrow at noon. Jim Benning takes things day by day. That makes sense. Saturday is my serving week. Back in Canada. Oh, welcome, Debut Hunter. Back in Canada. That's awesome. I knew you were in Turkey. I didn't know you were back in Canada, though. Monday afternoon here in Australia. I just got my vaccine. Nice. Congrats. But Sunday is the start of the week. And Edmund says howdy. Okay, so keep putting in there. Just something. Oh, Brad, maybe you're saying it changes at noon today on Sunday, not on Monday. So that's kind of cool. I always look at Sunday as the end of my week. I look ahead, but I think of it as the wind down, although it's supposed to be a day of rest as a Christian, but for some reason, I'm never resting on Sunday. But that's okay. You don't need to hear it in my sob story. One other thing, there's 40 of you in here already. That's awesome so far. Why don't you make it at least 20 likes? You know my patented emo Canuck Clay counting system. I like half as many likes as there are viewers. So if even half of you press the like button, I would appreciate it, and then we would get up to our 20 likes for sure. Okay. A couple of things I want to talk about, and then we'll throw it to you. So hold your questions, please, until I say go in a few minutes or so. Tomorrow's vlog, gonna talk about that. It's the start of a big week for many reasons. Last day of rookie camp is tomorrow, so that's Friday. That's Monday. What am I talking about? Training camp starts on Thursday in Abbotsford, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and the Canucks open their exhibition season on Sunday in Spokane against the Seattle Kraken. Then they have Monday, I believe, in Abbotsford, right? Yes, they are hosting Calgary in Abbotsford. And then they have a break. And then it's Sunday at Rogers Arena against the Jets. I'm going to go to that one. And then Tuesday at home against Seattle. Can't go to that one. And then wind up Saturday against the Oilers. And I will go to that one. Then they're not back again until October 26th is their home opener. Can't go to that one. But then I want to go to at least one or both of the Flyers on the Thursday night and the Oilers on the Saturday night. So when it comes to games for me, Tuesday's rough because that's my bowling league. Wednesday is rough because that's my religious ed night at the church. So Tuesday, Wednesday nights are my worst nights. That's why Canucks After Dark's on Monday. That's why my own live streams are Sunday night and late night Wednesday, which is okay. Just can't go to games. Then Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are better for me. But any game that's a Tuesday, Wednesday is a non-starter for me, which includes the home opener, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. I will survive. And the Canucks announced that preseason games will be 50% capacity. They never get to 50% anyways, I don't think, in preseason, or maybe they do. And then the rumor is that. So I hope this works. Okay. I'm not sure if the stream died. I need to please figure out what the heck happened, and I hope that doesn't happen a lot. Well, that hasn't happened in a long time, so I need to check my settings and I need to check my computer. But it looks like I'm back. It still says excellent connection, so I'm glad we're back. Yeah. Anyways, talking to my season ticket partner Mike, we're gonna wait to hear what the Canucks say about when, if they're gonna go 50%, 75%, 100%, and then we'll decide which games we are gonna end up going to when the season starts. So I'd say, yeah, I don't have to say too much other than that last day of rookie camp tomorrow. Training camp 3 days starts on Thursday. First exhibition game is on Sunday. Oh, by the way, for those of you that I think the stream kind of froze for everyone. Did you have to press anything, or did it just come back, or did you have to refresh your browser? I think it just came back, right? Let me know though. I just want to know how it got fixed for you, because I got to figure out what happened. Oh, so someone refreshed it. I'd like to hear from anyone who didn't press anything and it just came back. Okay, MNEC and Coach Rob. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, last thing. I want to tell you something, and then I will throw to you. So hold on your questions just for a second. But tomorrow I will be volunteering at the annual Jake Milford golf tournament. I think I mentioned this on one stream before. I've done this about 2 or 3 times already. That's how my son Sean got to caddy for Bo Horvat 5 or 6 years ago. That's how I've met a lot of the players, but they didn't have it last year because of COVID. And this year they're having it, but the Canucks players unfortunately aren't participating. So I won't get to see the players tomorrow or the coaches, but I will get to see alumni. I'll see probably some, they say celebrities. I don't know who that's going to be. And then they also are going to, I'm presuming, going to have some media there as well. So I'm looking forward to volunteering. I'll try and get some footage if I can, and then put that in a vlog somehow. But if they don't want us filming because they want us actually focusing on our jobs, then that's fine. My job's kind of cool, actually. We got a buzz. That means someone did something, which is cool. It looks like it is a new subscriber. So Bo Liu, thank you for your subscription. That is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, there it is, Streamlabs. Thank you for subscribing, Bo Liu. Thanks, Bo. So for tomorrow, my job is to meet meet the golfers at their cars when they drive up, take their bags, and then go put them on an assigned golf cart. What's really cool about this job is I'll get to see every single person that comes to golf tomorrow. For those of you that golf, just bear with me for this 1 minute explanation, and then we'll get to your questions. For those of you that golf and golfed in tournaments, this is not a shotgun start. So in previous years, everyone would start at the same time, whether it's 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. All right, 18 foursomes, actually 36 foursomes across the two courses at Northview. So you can imagine how crazy it was when you had, what's that? 18 times 4, 72, 150 golfers arriving basically for the same start time. It was a gong show. That's what it's been before. For tomorrow, it's going to be regular tee-off times. Like everyone starts on hole 1, not someone starts on hole 9, someone starts on hole 12. So because it's a regular flow of every foursome starting on hole 1, that means they're going to come at 7 o'clock, then 7:08, then 7:16, and 7:24, whatever the tee times are, right? Usually 8 to 12 minutes apart. So it's going to be a lot more manageable. I won't go as crazy, but hopefully I'll get to see everyone that comes to the course tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Actually, I'm going to start with this. Dwayne Mill. I live in Florida. Big Canucks fan. I wish everyone would stop wanting to run Benning out of town. Yeah, you know what's interesting is he's the second longest tenured GM, and he's only made the playoffs twice in those 7 years. So that's tricky. Okay, start putting your questions in, and I will start answering. Canucks and hockey related only. All the personal ones are non-hockey related ones. I will save. We'll do that at the very end. So I'll go questions only to start. Can go. Who do you think has the best odds of winning the cup the next few years, Canucks or Devils? I like what New Jersey's doing between their young players and Hischier and the Hugheses and now Dougie Hamilton. But I'm still going to go with the Canucks. I think the Canucks have better goaltending. I still think the Canucks have better depth up front. So if I had to pick one of those two teams, I know there's a lot of comparisons because of what Jack said about Quinn. I'm still going Canucks. Lucas, do you have any former NHLers or former hockey players who live nearby? Just Raymond Zawada because he lives in Steveston near me, but that's it actually. But yeah, I saw your comments, Lucas, that you think Bo lives near you, which is cool. My family friends used to live next door to Bo when he was in Yaletown, but he's since moved to a bigger place. That's cool, Lucas. Hey Clay, I just got back from a trip to beautiful India. Welcome back. Hope you're safe. Quick question: with Ennis off the board, do you think the Canucks sign any player to a tryout for the preseason? I don't. I think there's enough guys there, and they have so much AHL depth with the DiGiuseppes and the Patans of the world that I think there's going to be enough competition already. I do not think they have to go elsewhere because they want some of those guys on cheap contracts on the team. So no, I don't expect any PTOs. Great question. Levi's, how many days until PD and Hughes sign? Man, I'm going to talk about my vlog tomorrow. I do it every Monday until they sign. Yeah, I was saying I wouldn't worry about until the week of training camp. Well, I guess it's the week of training camp. So who knows? It could be tomorrow. My guess it's going to be closer to Wednesday or Thursday. That's my guess. Calbro, do you feel that Bettman will never let a Canadian team win the Stanley Cup? No, I don't think he will never let a Canadian team win. I don't think it's like that. You call Bettman a lot of things, but I don't think that would be not a lot of integrity to let that happen or to make that happen. So I don't worry about that kind of thing. Fangirl, do you think defense has improved since last season or has gotten worse? Better or worse? I think it's about the same. You lose Schmidt. You bring in Ekman. You lose Schmidt and Edler. You bring in Ekman Larson and Pullman. It's basically a saw-off, maybe, considering Schmidt didn't play that well, and you want Hughes to be a lot better. So I don't think they got better, but I don't think they're worse. I think it's about equal, which isn't great. I hope they play better, though. Cole Roger, Pacific standings. I believe that's a question, Cole. I'm going to go Vegas, Edmonton, Vancouver, Calgary, Seattle, LA. No, LA, Seattle. I just don't think Seattle's that good. Anaheim, San Jose. Edmund, when PD and Hughes do get signed, how long is everyone predicting? I shouldn't keep flip-flopping, but I'm still thinking that Hughes is going to be 8 times 8. PD is going to be 3 times 8. And there's your 16 million. No, Shannon, I have not heard anything more about PD and Hughes. Adam wants to know if there are any updates on Hughes and PD's contracts. Nope, no updates. You can tell Adam. Duffman saw PD's Insta story yesterday. He's back in Vancouver. Yes, he is back in Vancouver. I think the only player that's not here right now is Connor Garland and Quinn Hughes. Edmund, any word on Canucks? Who the Canucks signed to PTO? I haven't heard a thing. Wouldn't be surprised if there aren't any. Our Canucks, who's the most underrated Canuck player to make the team on opening night? Underrated to make the team. Well, I don't know if you say underrated, but I expect Podkolzin to make the team just like Hoglander did last time. I think everything else is pretty much set in stone. I think we know who's going to start. Travis, I don't think Horvat should get more than 7. Yeah, I think he's only making 5 in the 5s right now. He might get between 6 and 7, but I don't think he'll get more than 7. VC Islander, are you looking forward to the Winter Olympics in February? Do you have any roster predictions? It looks like the NHL players. Yes, I love the Olympics. It's how actually my channel grew in the first place. I love NHL best on best. And yeah, I'll do a roster prediction video closer to the Olympics. There's no point really doing it now, given that there's still some of the decisions will be made once the hockey season starts. I think Horvat is a 50-50 shot to make it as a 4th liner. Skylar, thank you for the compliment. Oh, by the way, I read questions and compliments. I love your content, but no, you can say I love your content. And who do you think will make the second line spot? Hoglander, Podkolzin. I think Hoglander will make it the second line, but Podkolzin will try it. I think Hoglander is the incumbent, is the favorite, but I just have a feeling Podkolzin's going to have a really strong camp and exhibition season. And I think he's got a shot. I'm not saying it's a guarantee. I think he has a shot to unseat him. And then you spread out kind of the small guys, right? There's some people, not all, that are concerned that Garland and Hoglander is quite small in Horvat's wings. You put a Podkolzin with Garland and Hoglander. Sorry, Horvat, Garland, and Podkolzin. There's a bit more size there. And then your third line, Pearson and Hoglander did play together last season, remember, for the whole season. Then you have Dickinson in the middle instead of Horvat. So I could see it going anyway. Clay, did you see the Arizona Coyotes announced their new jerseys? I saw that. Yes, they were wearing the Kachina jerseys. I did see that. Who do you see getting the most penalty minutes? Are you talking about the Canucks? I answered that in my vlog today. I think with Edler gone, it'll be Myers, or I think Hamonic has a chance because he's quite feisty. I think Zach McEwen has a shot, but only if he plays a lot. He doesn't seem to play a lot under Travis Green. Mike, will the Vancouver Canucks preseason games be on TV at all? That is a great question. They usually aren't. But that doesn't mean to say that they won't be. But I haven't seen a TV schedule that has them on. If anyone else knows, let's answer Mike. What are our lines going to be this season? My guess is going to be a lot of line, then Horvat, Podkolzin, Garland, Dickinson, Pearson, Hoglander, Sutter, Mott, Highmore. If Mott starts the season hurt, it could be Sutter, Highmore, and McEwen. Dexter says, Friedman says that the Canucks are looking to sign PD and Hughes to bridge deals. That might make more sense than kind of kick the can down the road when it comes to paying them out. PD is going for 8x3 and Hughes is 8x8. That's what I haven't even heard that. That was my guess. Jogpaw, that's what I would offer them. 8x8 for Hughes, 8x3 for PD. That's what I would do with 16. Was there any changes with the coaching staff? Yeah, a lot, Coach Rob. Well, actually, the only guy leaving is Newell Brown, who ran our offense and power play. Jason King takes his spots. And then there's still Nolan Baumgartner. And they brought in a guy named Brad Shaw, who most recently was with Columbus, I think. And he's supposed to be a real defensive expert. He's not going to replace Nolan Baumgartner, but he's going to be a third assistant coach. So it'll be Green, Baumgartner, King, and Shaw. Will Jet Wu play any games for Vancouver this season? GL Rebirth? I don't think so. I still think he's a year or two away. Has our forward group improved? Yes, Fangirl. Very much so. Very much so. Much deeper. Mark, anyone that has a chance on the Nucks to be as good or better than other teams' top player of all teams? Top player? Yeah, I would take PD over Arizona's top player. I would take PD over Ottawa's top player. So I think you could look at maybe the bottom third of the league and say at least that PD at his best is better than that team's top player. Edmund, Any word of next Zoom interviews? Not yet. Thank you for asking, Edmund. I know you love those. I have a couple requests out there, but nothing confirmed yet. And I'm saving. I have 4 confirmed for my 24-hour live stream. So maybe I will save them for that. But you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. 24-hour live stream. All 4 people I've confirmed so far. They all have a D somewhere in their first or last name. So you can guess who that is so far. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. All 4 people so far of the bigger names, they all have a D in their name, which is kind of cool. No, 6 times 6 is too much for Ben Hutton. Thanks, though, for asking, Jim. Our Canucks, you have a podcast on YouTube. Okay, we will check that out later. That's awesome. Mike just answered that Zoom interview question. If nothing before my 24-hour live stream, October 15, 16, you'll get 4 of them, at least 4 of them on that weekend. Yeah, thank you, Travis Green, about iMac. Yeah, so it sounds like both iMac and Friedman now are saying that likely bridge deals. And I do that. You have a bit more cap flexibility with the bridge deals. Yes, it's a risk. You might have to end up paying them even more down the road, but at least you can try, and those are probably going to be easier to sign and get them in camp for sure. Do I think Klimovich will make the team? No, not this year. How's the next music parody coming along, Clay? Lucas, thank you for asking. I know what song I'm doing. It's by an artist that I've done before, covered before, and I started learning the song on the piano today. So this one's going to be pretty darn cool, I think. Welcome, Justin. Come anytime. Oh, another alert. I got to see who it is. It is a new subscriber, ShadowNet. So let's give some hype to ShadowNet also in the chat. Thank you. And I know maybe it's kind of sneaky. Actually, Parker taught me. Well, he didn't teach me, but he's the one who started using it. He puts it on where you need to be able to subscribe to ask a question. I think that's good. There's a little bit of commitment there. And if they end up unsubscribing, that's fine. If they just need to subscribe to ask a question. So welcome, ShadowNet. Appreciate the subscription. Oh, by the way, as you see on the screen, I went over 7,500 on the weekend, actually Friday, Saturday. So thank you for your support. Trying to get to 8,000 by the time the season starts. Oh, the preseason games are on TV? That's great. I always thought I remembered seeing them trying to catch a stream and not watch them on TV. But we'll see. Dwayne, do I feel petty? What does that mean? Tell me what that means, Dwayne. Samuel, my mom thinks you look like a monk and call you the Canucks monk. Okay, that's fine. I'll take that as a comment. As long as she doesn't call me Canucks monkey, we're good. Do you feel Petey's injury? Do you feel Petey's injury makes his contract? I think you're going to say makes his contract cheaper. No, I don't actually. The Kachina is the worst jersey ever, says LA Women's Hoops. Dexter does have a D in his name, and he would be an amazing guest on the 24-hour live stream. You guys, no, I'll save this question for the end. So right at 10:45, before I start my Ask Me Anything, remind me to ask my question about my 24-hour live stream because I don't want to do it yet. Okay, so just someone at 10:45 before I get into Ask Me Anything, make sure you remind me to ask my question. Fangirl, who other than Rick Dollywall? Who else is another trusted analyst for Canucks news? Thomas Strands, Jeff Patterson. They usually don't break the news, but they do good analysis on it. Irfan Gaffar is good. You know, Patrick Johnson, Post Media. I think he's good as well. So I'll go Dollywall and Patrick Johnson are two guys who break a lot of news. What do you expect from Connor Garland? Well, he's got to get here first. Rumor that he is the sole Canucks player that's not vaccinated yet. And it's just a rumor, but you don't see him in any highlights so far. I expect him to get about 60 points this season. ShadowNet would rather have Hughes on the long-term contract. Interesting. Thoughts on Jim Houston possibly leaving Hockey Night in Canada? Yeah, I actually answered this in my Ask Me Anything video as well today. I know Jim Houston's next door neighbor, and I can't say too much that I'm not supposed to. I'll just say this. I don't think leaving... He's not getting fired. Let's put it that way. I think he had a lot to do with it. It might be a time for a change for him. I like him. So I think they'll miss him. I think Houston's great. Yeah, shout out. I had a feeling that was you, Lewis. So welcome. West knew if Klimovich makes it, that's awesome. I'd love to be proven wrong. Travis Green, I think the Canucks should trade Miller. Yeah, he's the one guy that could get you some value for sure. Are you worried PD's injury is going to slow down his production? No, I'm not. I think he's been working hard to kind of suck last year, but last year was such a goofy year. I'm optimistic. Okay, Dexter says they're always on TV the preseasons as well. Okay, good. Thanks for the clarification. No NS for the Canucks signed with Ottawa. Yes, saw that. Marjorie, welcome. I'm in university now. Yes, just like my second son, Jacob. I know you guys are the same age. Good luck. I hope you do well. What are you taking, Marjorie, if you want to say in the chat? How excited are you for preseason games? I'm excited. I'm excited to get back in the arena, see people, and watch. And we got a couple new subscribers, Canadian Clay. Oh, I like that name. That's kind of like Canuck Clay. And there is D-Tran. Thank you, D-Tran, for your subscription as well. So I'm guessing, yeah, we'll see. That's awesome. D-Tran, not my name, but that's awesome. Canadian Clay, my name. Very awesome. I'm very excited, Marjorie, to answer your question about preseason games. Todd, should the Arizona Coyotes play out of Stanley Park? Yes, Nolan Patrick signed 1.2 times 2. Give him a chance to prove. Yeah, there's only 9 RFAs left unsigned, and we have 2 of them. Yeah, I hope Garland, figures out what he's doing. Cuthbert, I like Cuthbert too. Do you think Hoglander might be the most underrated player? TSM, good question. I don't think he's underrated, though, because I think he got a lot of love, a lot of hype last year, and he was very noticeable on the second line. Is he underrated? That's not the word I would use, but I hear what you're getting at. It's like he doesn't get the love, say, that Besser, Pettersson, Demko, Horvat, Miller, Hughes all get. I get that. Where do you think Canucks will finish? Third, behind Vegas and Edmonton. Expectations for OEL points. I can't remember what I said in my little prop bet with Parker. I think I said, did I say 35 or 40? Maybe 40. Maybe I said 40 or 41 because he's basically a 0.5 point per game player. Oh, you're in UBC Arts. Nice. Look for my son Sean, although he's in business and he's third year. As you know, I think you know, Marjorie, that my son Jacob, who's your age, is at SFU Film School, which is cool. Yes, thanks again for the new subscribers. That's awesome. We're up to 7509 or something like now. Can the Canucks make the playoffs? Yes. At least make it to the second round? Yes. I think they can win one round at least. Where do you think the Canucks will finish in the Pacific? Okay, maybe you guys are asking these before I answer them, or you're not listening. Canucks, for the third time today, which is fine. Canucks, I think, will finish third. Do you think... Oh, ShadowNet, you probably didn't hear this. I love all your comments. Keep leaving the comments. But so I don't fall too far behind, I answer questions, and I'll read comments if I have time, but I really go after questions only, just so I can keep up. But you're welcome to type whatever you want in the chat for sure. Do you think trading for Miller was too early in timeline for a team getting out of a rebuild to a playoff team? No, because if you think about it, the Canucks were expected to build on last year's success, COVID, injuries, a bunch of stuff. So I don't think that was too early. I actually think that was a good trade. Some argue we could have got more from Tampa Bay, but I still think that was a good trade. I'm okay with it. Jim Benning. Okay, tell me who you signed. Jogpel, did Hoglander just have a really good rookie season, and will he be just as good? I think so. I think he's got the maturity, the work ethic to be fine. Yeah, I really do. Edmund, do you ever buy those hockey fantasy magazines? The only one I like. No, I usually don't buy the magazines. I subscribe to McKean's online, and that's usually all I need. Although I don't win a lot of my hockey pools, so maybe I could do something different. Edmund, you'll agree, Clay. Okay, I'm ready. Playing only 6 teams isn't a real way to judge a team. Yeah, that was a novelty act that got tired pretty quick. ShadowNet, does the OEL trade make or break this team based on how he plays for the rest of the contract? I have heard people say that he's going to kind of the season's going to kind of hinge on him. If he can regain top 4, top pairing status, yeah, and somehow play up to his contract, that's going to be a huge difference for the Canucks. TSM, do you think Bo Horvat will have a career season? He stated that he wants to be on Team Canada. I think his offensive numbers will be better. There's just more talent around him. I'm predicting 60 to 65 points for him. I would love it if he had a good season that way. Lucas, have you ever purchased the official NHL stats book? Great question. No, I haven't. I have not. Marjorie, should I be concerned if Pettersson and Hughes aren't in training camp? I hope the contracts get announced soon. Yeah, I think you can be concerned. That's fair. I've tried to show not a lot of concern or worry or consternation until this week, but I'm getting a little bit concerned, to be honest with you. Burrows or Hansen, who do you like more? I like Burrows a bit more. Hansen was good. He was underrated, but Burrows had such chemistry with the Sedins, good leader, and of course, scoring the most memorable goal in franchise history. Fangirl, do you have any concerns about Jake playing in Russia this season? Because it's a very different game there. What do you mean concerns? Like concerns for him that he won't play well? No, I think he should be able to adjust pretty quick. Might not be as wide open though, but maybe the skill level just won't be as good as he's used to. So maybe he does better there. ShadowNet, your favorite game you attended for the 1920 season? Oh, man. I can barely remember that season now. Oh, it'll have to be the game that the Sedins, the retirement. Was that year? Or was that the year before? When were the Sedins jersey retirement? Wasn't that, or maybe that was the year before. You guys, I'm so bad. I'm losing it. Canucks. Sedin's jersey. That was the year before, right? Oh no, it's February 2020. So it was that one. It was that one. And at least I know that the Canucks won that day. Gosh, I gotta smarten up. Dexter, you lost 4-0. Oh, you played the whole game. Good for you. Good for you. Cal, do you think trading Pearson to free up cap space to sign Petey and Hughes long term worth it? What would we get for Pearson's 2nd or 3rd round pick? Yeah, we'd probably get a 2nd rounder. Does Pearson have a no trade clause? I'm not sure, but yeah, that's $3 million. But we don't. If they're both signing bridge deals, we don't need it actually. No, tell me, Jim, about the 4th floor bathroom at Rogers Arena. Hello, Brian. Yeah, soccer. Dexter plays soccer, not hockey. Well, he might play hockey, but I know he plays a lot of soccer. Good for you, Dexter. Good for you. Yeah, I would love it, Canadian Clay. I love that name, by the way. I love it if Pullman and OEL were good, turn out to be good. That would be awesome. No, I'm not going to call for Bim. If he wants to show, he'll show. What's your favorite Canucks moment? I was in the arena when Burrow slayed the dragon. I think that's my favorite moment for sure. Yes, that's right. ShadowNet. We beat Chicago, but they outshot us like crazy. What was the last game you attended before the COVID shutdown? I think I got into the arena 1 or 2 times after that Sedins game, which was on February 12th. But I know I was supposed to go to a game on March 18th with Marie. She was singing, and it was against Tampa. of all teams, and I did not get to go to that one. So I want to make sure that I can see the Tampa game this year, as long as it's not on a Tuesday or Wednesday night. Lucas, hey Clay, would you potentially flip the NHL 21 to NHL 22 for the live stream since the early release on October 12th and the season opens the next day? Yeah, but I don't know if we're going to buy it, Lucas. I don't know if we're going to buy. That's a great question. I don't know if we're going to buy NHL 22, so we might just play NHL 21. You guys, if you've seen both, by the way, put a yes in the chat. Put a Y if you have seen both of my tournaments, NHL tournaments with my kids. You might remember in the one 2 years ago, I actually whipped Jake in the semis, and I made it to the finals against Sean, and we went to a shootout. It was crazy. And then last year I got whooped by Jake in the semis. So yeah, so many of you saw that. Matt Murray carried me. That's right. Yep, I know last year's kind of anticlimactic. The 2 years ago one, it was pretty amazing. I had the tournament on my stick many times, but I just couldn't score because you guys know how bad I am at that. It's more for comedic effect, actually. Expectations for Rathbone. I would love him to make the team. I know there's some salary ramifications, waivers, and blah, blah, blah. But I'd love it if he made the team. And if he did, I think he can get 20 points. No, maybe 15 points. But I like Rathbone a lot. We might not get 22. Coach Rob and the cat giving $2. Thank you, Coach Rob, for the donation. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much for that. Let's get some hype for Coach Rob in the chat. Oh, you're watching from Mexico, Dexter. Interesting. ShadowNet. Lewis, do not say you're old because you graduated in 2017. I was born in 1974. Now that's old. And yes, Dexter is good at mini hockey. He showed that on the Zoom chat. That was funny. That stream where YouTube crashed, so we moved to Zoom for one live stream. Justin, if you could redo any first round draft pick in Canucks history from 1970 to 2021. Oh, I think Jagger went after Peter Nedved, right? That's a big one. Yeah, maybe that's the one. And I think, sadly, probably the Jake or your Levy ones, because those are kind of recent. Thoughts on the Vegas series? I think we played better than we were. We played fine, but Demko was the reason. So the better team went through. But I was very sad. Yeah, I too wanted Vancouver to win. I remember that's when I started doing my post-game live streams. It was so fun. Yeah, I'm with Rome. There you go. Jagger, second overall instead of Nedved. There you go. I agree. Brian, will Petey and Hughes be signed before the season starts? Yes, I think they'll be signed before the season starts. I just don't know if they'll be signed before training camp. Bunch of yeses for seeing the two NHL tournaments. If you want to make the stream ready, pop on the gaming side. Get a capture card. Yes, Lucas, I'm aware of that. Thank you. But I think just the way I'm set up for that day, it's going to be easier if I simply film the screen from my laptop. Thanks again, Coach Rob, for the donation. What's email fun? Watching any live games in Abbotsford? Yes, GL Rebirth. I will. I haven't picked out which ones. Obviously, not Tuesday or Wednesday, as I've mentioned a few times. But you know how I share my season tickets with my season ticket partner, Mike? There's a guy named Jens who I would often talk about on Twitter and on this channel who's had seats 3 and 4. We had 1 and 2. So Jens is not taking his Canucks seats, renewing, but he did buy seats in Abbotsford. So I'm going to go to a couple games with him. I can't wait. Fangirl, do I think Marie sings the national anthem more than 3 times this season? Yes, she should get more than 3 out of 41. Thanks, Lewis. Love you too, brother. Dexter watched a jersey retirement on YouTube. At least you watched it. Yeah, Coach Rob got 4 years on me. Coach Rob, you and I maybe we're combined the age of what? Almost 100. Shannon, 1969. I have a walker to prove it. Yes, Lucas. I remember bumping into you at the Lunar New Year game. Very good. Wow, good. A lot of comments about being at the Sedin's last home game. Yeah, Justin, I was there as well, and I filmed that game-winning goal in overtime, and I think it has 10,000 views on my YouTube channel, which is pretty cool. Jim Benning was born in 1963. Uh-oh. I heard another buzz. This would be a new subscriber. Alt Noun. Thank you. Danny. Why did I say Alt Noun? That's not even right. Danny, thanks for your subscription. I appreciate it. Charlie's an indoor cat. Oh, that's about walking, right? Jersey retirement's on TV. That's fair. Born in 63. Mike, 5th grader. Oh, gosh. Yeah, Edmund, my training is going well. Thank you. I'm down. I said it at the start. You might not have heard it. I'm down 7 pounds since the start of the month, so I'm happy about that. That's probably going to plateau a little bit, but not drinking pop, drinking more water, eating a lot of fruit, veggies. So, but thank you for asking. Did Jordan Schrader and Nicholas Jensen ring a bell? Yes, they both ring a bell. Ever cried because of the Canucks? No, I have actually not cried because of the Canucks, either good or bad. Close. When Daniel scored in their last game, I think I was wailing a little bit like, oh, but I wasn't full out crying. Man, that's an ugly cry. Yes, I remember that breakaway goal. That was filthy. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate it. And I love it. I love it when someone subscribes that everyone in the chat is so nice to that person too, led by Lucas and others. Thank you very much. Hey, Clay, you planning to bring the thumbs up meme to a game this season? Well, I'm going to do it live, of course, but we'll see if they end up using it for anything. And you love what I do? Thank you, Danny. I love that you love what I do. So some talk about rice cakes and veggies. Yes, my trainer is good about holding me accountable food-wise. When do you think Canucks will be true cup contenders in 2 years? Yes, when that Taves to Sharp pass. You know, Jim, Sharp didn't get all of that shot. Like McLean. Luongo made a good save, but Sharp didn't get all of that shot. Thank you, T-Dot. How did you cope with the 2021 Cup? I was actually fine. I was upset, but I was more concerned for my safety and the people I was with. Yeah, Jog Paul, I don't know if they've set out their ticket packages yet because they don't know what they're going to do capacity-wise. Was the 1994 Stanley Cup Finals the best hockey you ever watched? That was good dramatic hockey. You know, it was a little more clutch and grab, violent back then. That was good hockey. Is it the best I've ever watched? I'm not sure, but that was good hockey. If Demko and Halak summon the reflexes of Charlie the Cat, then we're going to be unbeatable. One More Year was amazing. Yes, when they're interviewed by Dan Murphy. Good memory, Justin. Canadian Clay was bawling when the Canucks lost to Detroit. Yeah, you were 8 years old. Well, thank you for making me feel so good, so old. Would you say Pettersson is better than the Sedins when they were 22? Yes, when they were 22. Do you think he'll be the franchise leading scorer one day? Yep. If he stays, I think it's possible. Although Henrik put up a couple really good years. Yeah, I think it'll be close. nucksfan number 29. Welcome. Way to go, Clay. You keep it up. We won't be able to see you anymore. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, you mean getting so skinny. Thank you, nucksfan. I appreciate that. Luke Bourdon. Lucas inviting people to say hi to him. 2B, what makes you most excited about the Canucks this year? Offensive firepower. Garland helping with that. Podkolzin. Yeah. TSM, who do you think needs to take that biggest step next season? I want to see Hughes elevate his game. I want to see Demko elevate even more. Nice Canucks shirt in San Fran. Nice Fillmore. Yes, Calbro, DiPietro. But remember, DiPietro is almost a pro now, whereas those are all rookies that he's playing against, right? And prospects. So you expect him to be good. Favorite Canucks jersey? It is the black skate. So my Hughes jersey, flying skate on black. So my Hughes jersey is my favorite. Yes, Lucas, I'm aware, but you can tell me which ones, numbers that aren't retired but are out of circulation. Do you mean for the Canucks in particular? Rogers Arena, yeah, is 50% for the preseason, and they're wanting to go to full for the regular season, but they haven't announced it yet. It's 10:45. Okay, let me just wrap this up. Random Canucks jersey. Okay, let me just wrap up these questions real quick. Then we'll get to my question, and then we'll go to Ask Me Anything. Yes, we did receive that ticket, that email. Thank you. I can't read that name, but it's got a lot of ones in it. You think Demko could break Louis' record of 9 shutouts? No, not with behind this defense. I don't know if it's safe enough for half capacity, but every indoor gathering can be half capacity. So, guessing you never bought the reverse retro. Correct, ShadowNet. I did not. How are you making out with the book? Nucksfan, I'm still where I was when I talked to you on the phone 2 weeks ago because started my studies again, but I will get to the next part, I promise. Nice, Justin. Look forward to seeing you at the games. 11 is not used. Yep. Who do you think Drancer's new host for the Vancast is? I have no clue. I just know it's not me. Do you think Mickey and Charlie Cat would get along? Yeah, maybe. Mickey thinks he's tougher than he is, though. All right. Are they bringing reverse retros back? I have not heard that. Okay, let's stop there. So I won't answer any more questions for a second. So take a break. My question to you is, as part of my 24-hour live stream, I have some contests, some games, 24-hour live stream, jam session with Marie, interviewing all my family members, interviewing at least 4 media members that have committed. So I got a couple hockey YouTubers. I thought that maybe for one of the kind of sections, one of the segments, that I open up a Zoom room and have anyone join. I think that would be a little bit crazy and it's a little bit too unpredictable. I don't want the moderators to go crazy. Or I could bring in a couple of select subscribers if they want to come on. But I want it to go well, right? People that want to come on have to be relatively well spoken. They don't have to be perfect. I'm not perfect, but they've got to be relatively well spoken. So my question is, should I entertain bringing on some of you guys, members of the channel, or should I not do that? That's basically my question. So whatever you answer, whether it's yes or no, I'm not saying that I'm going to follow your advice, but I want to take it into consideration. So should I bring in some subscribers just for chats randomly throughout the 24 hours? So what do we have here? Yes. Interview the hockey guy. Yes. Yes. I'm down. Yep. Yes. Bim Jennings, be down. Select subscribers. Yes. Me and Shannon, come on, get us in there. Okay. So it's overwhelmingly last. Okay. I'm going to see bring in mods only. Sounds good. Yes. And no, nothing new about Pedersen and Quinn Danny. Okay. That's good feedback. Thank you guys. Yeah, I think a Zoom call could get out of hand too. So I need to think about this. And Calbros is offering too. Yeah, a lot of people have offered, which I really appreciate it. Okay, last 10 minutes. Let's go Ask Me Anything. So no Canucks related, although it's not really technically anything. Ask me anything that's not Canucks or hockey related for the last 10 minutes. I will do my best to keep up. Thanks again for the new subscribers. Thanks to donation coach Rob. Ask me anything. But no Canucks or hockey related questions. Did you watch Chiefs versus Ravens? No, I was at my church making announcements, but I heard that an untimely fumble cost the Chiefs the game. I'm mad at how the Seahawks lost too. Tips on flirting. You don't want to get any tips from me. Although my lovely wife Gail thinks that I still flirt. I say, no, who's going to like this guy? Like, who's going to like me? I haven't dated anyone except Gail since 1989. So I can't give you any tips on flirting other than be yourself and be genuine. But that's not really flirting advice. Yeah, Justin, I agree with you. I think open Zoom would be a little too crazy, too risky. Have you been to a restaurant with a vaccine card? Not yet. I wanted to show it, but the restaurant that I went to did not ask me to show it. Although I was taking out, so technically I didn't have to, but I was talking to the owner and he said that they don't even make patrons show it. So I'm not going to say which restaurant that was. Don't want to get them in trouble, but I listened to his point of view. You eat at A&W? I used to, not recently since I started the diet, but it was more Burger King and McDonald's for sure than A&W. What's Mickey's current favorite toy? He's got this hard bone that he likes to chew on and about 4 or 5 different weasels. Can you change your own flat tire? Yes, I can, D-Trent. It might take me a few hours, but I can change my own flat tire. Dexter, I'm going to be watching a Clay Emo live stream at school. No, Dexter, I don't want you to get in trouble. But wait, no, but I'm starting it at, if you're talking about the 24-hour one, I'm starting it at 7 o'clock on a Friday night. So unless you have night school or Saturday school, unless I'm completely thinking about something else. Thanks, Jim. Do you think your first grandchild will be a boy or a girl? Well, I was going to be cheeky and say 50% chance. I don't know. Given the history, though, I think it's going to be a boy. Before Kayla, there were 12 straight boys in the emo family. So if I had to guess, I'm going to go boy. Edmund, have you ever watched an episode of Dark Side of Wrestling? No. Oh, yes, I have on YouTube. I have. I can't remember which one, but I have. Brian, how do you think the BC Lions will do this year? They look good. Winnipeg looks really good. I think Winnipeg's 6-1. We're 4-2. But I love the Lions offense, especially with Lucky Whitehead. You saw Brian Burnham. Michael Riley looks awesome. I think they could win the Grey Cup. It's going to be tough, a battle with Winnipeg, but I think it'll be good. Favorite series on Netflix or any other stream service? I watched a bit of Black Mirror on Netflix, but I watch The Last Dance, but anything that's totally a lot of episodes. No, I don't really watch a lot of streaming service shows. I watch them more on cable TV, like Criminal Minds, like The Blacklist, like Manifest and all those. Although Manifest did not get picked up by ABC, so they might have to go to Netflix. What's your ideal cheat meal if you're allowed that? Totally cheating, it would be McDonald's. I still like a Big Mac and large fries and a Coke. Eat a lot of sushi. That's not really a cheat meal, but I'm trying to cut back on the rice. Favorite movie or documentary filmed in or about Canada, British Columbia? That's a good question. I know First Blood was filmed in Hope, so that was kind of like the first one that I saw. Yeah, I have to think about that one actually. That's a good question. But I don't know a lot of documentaries about BC, that's for sure. I like Finding Big Country, but a lot of that was in Oklahoma. Movie documentary filmed in or about BC. I have to think about that one again. I'm sure there are a lot of movies that are filmed here that I just don't know. Favorite action movie? I like the Marvel stuff for sure. And I like anything with Denzel Washington in it. Like the Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 was fun. Do you have a Canadian tuxedo? What is a Canadian tuxedo? Is that that's not a birthday suit, right? Canadian tuxedo that's like I better look it up so I don't say the wrong thing. Because I don't think I have one. Is it that like a jean? That yeah, it's that denim thing, right? No, don't have one. Don't have one. Are you allowed to eat rice while you're training? Rome, I am, but he's trying to get me, if I eat rice, more quinoa and non like normal rice. But I actually, even before I started training over the summer, I cut out rice from my diet anyways. The only time so even when the family eats rice, I don't. The only time I eat rice is when it's in my sushi. How'd that squirrel get on your head? So the squirrel climbed up the tree, Fangirl, and then drops acorns and tries to like even when we're playing ping pong, the stupid squirrel tries to throw acorns at us. It's pretty funny actually. Van Damme or Chuck Norris? I'll go Chuck Norris. Not a big fan of Van Damme, but I haven't really watched a lot of Chuck Norris movies. You said your father-in-law was visiting you on 9/11. Yeah, thank you for watching that, Ellie Williams Hoops. Was his return flight home delayed, canceled because of the no-fly zone? Great question. No, he was staying for, I think, another 2 or 3 weeks. So I don't recall him having any flight problems because he wasn't going to leave for a few weeks still. But thank you. Great question. I'm great, Noah. Hope you are well as well. Edmund, what has your trainer said about sushi? He's fine with the fish as protein, but he doesn't want me to eat too much rice at night. Yeah. I'm going to answer this question that was hidden by one of the moderators. I'm not sure why it was hidden. But Noah, no, yes, I will be doing post-game recaps, but I will not be doing post-game live streams, if that makes sense. So yes, I will be doing post-game recaps, but I will not be doing post-game live streams, Noah. Thank you for asking. Clay, do you have a favorite brand you like to wear? All my casual dress shirts are from Banana Republic. And a lot of my ties and my suits. Dexter, go live during a school day. What? You know what I should do? I should teach the physics class, Dexter. Just put me on the smart board and I will teach the physics class one day. Watch the Trashers documentary. Okay, I will look at that. What's that about though? Will I like it? Oh, I see, Lucas. Yeah, no need to hide it though, because if it's something that I still find interesting, just leave it go. Thank you. Justin, do you think Reigns retains or the Demon Balor will upset? I think they'll have Reigns retained. Yes, I think they want Reigns to retain, so his matchup against Lesnar is more. Yeah, I don't think Finn Balor. I don't think realistically we should expect Finn Balor to beat Roman Reigns. Sean, what is the most dangerous thing you've ever done in your life? Dangerous. Well, two things that weren't intentional though. Like, so I didn't bungee jump or anything like that. One of them was I got in a very bad car crash when I was 16 years old and could have easily died. And I don't say that to be over dramatic. But I basically fit my dad's Toyota Supra through a pile of rock and a tree trunk. And I went right in between, and both sides of the car shaved down the side, but me and my brother in the car were okay. Pretty scary. And the other one was I was painting up on a 2-story ladder outside the house, and then the ladder started to slide down the house, so it would have slid off the side, right? Off the side, if that makes sense. But and I would have had to jump off the ladder into whatever, but there's a drain pipe that was going down the side of the house. It stopped the ladder from sliding. So pictures the ladder sliding, and it could have easily just fall off, but instead it hit the drain pipe and it stopped, and then I scurried down the ladder. So 2 unintentional, dangerous things. Zoom interview with a fan from each province. Yeah, I think that'll be tough to coordinate given what else I have lined up for that weekend, but that's a good idea. Big Mac. Dictator was filmed. Okay, good. 8 Below, yes. Very good. Very good. Quinoa is good. Okay, I trust you. No, Lucas, love you, man, but Noah can come whenever he wants. Like I don't think we should tell someone to come earlier. I don't think we should make them feel bad if they ask a Canucks related question. Truly. Noah, I appreciate you coming anytime. And if you only come for the last 10 minutes and you want to rewatch it later, that's fine. Yes, I heard about cauliflower blending, but cauliflower is not one of my favorite veggies, if it's even a veggie. If you want to lose weight, you need to try Silly is good. I don't even know what that is. I'll have to look it up. Favorite meal prepared by your wife? She cooks such good things. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of it now, but she makes really good pastas. Like she makes a beautiful linguine pesto with shrimp. That's maybe one of my favorite things she makes. Any Filipino food she makes is good. Anything Gail makes is really good because I can't cook. I really suck that way. Please teach your physics class. You got it. What do you think the power play? Irfan, yeah, I'm not really answering Canucks questions, but I'll do a quick one. I think it'll be the same as last year, or you put Garland instead of Besser. So it'll be Hughes, Horvat, Miller, Petey, and one of Garland or Besser. Yes, I am voting tomorrow, for sure, after I volunteer at the golf tournament. You want a match with Lesnar, Nucks fan number 29? We would all cheer for you. Brian thinks Demon will win. Have you ever been in a good street fight? Look at me. Does it look like I would ever be in a good street fight? No, I've gotten in one fight in my life. It was in like grade 3. A kid threw my hat over the fence, so I grabbed his head and I smushed his head against the grass, and I made him go get my hat. That was it. I've never been in a fight. I would get smoked. I'm not a good fighter. Luis, yes, I love traveling. My wife and I love traveling. We want to do it more. We were planning to go to Rome for our 20th wedding anniversary. We love traveling, whether it's by car, driving, whether it's by plane, whether it's on a cruise. We do indeed love traveling. Broadway show come from away. Okay, good. Lucas Clay, would you ever want a custom CCC design hockey jersey? That would be interesting. I'd certainly be open to it for sure. For sure. A custom CCC design hockey jersey. That sounds pretty cool. I need to see some mock-ups for sure. Good night, Lucas. Thank you. Clay, love your blogs and watch daily. Thank you. Looking forward to the 24-hour one. Yes, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. God bless you too, Brian. Thank you. Can we vote for Clay in the election? I don't know how well I do. And I don't know anything about politics, actually. Asserting dominance. Oh, in the fight? Yeah, no, not my finest moment. Can we get a what's in the bag for your golf bag soon? Luis, hey, Luis, that might be a really good idea, actually, for the live stream. Because there's not going to be a lot. I'll tell you that much. Where's your favorite place you've been to? I'm going to go with... Probably Hawaii. Although I really want to go back to Japan. Cereal first or milk first? Cereal. Dana White says he wants to sign you, Clay. I'd get killed. Actually, my son Sean and I were talking. Actually, this will be my last question in a sec. Cochino fights are legendary. Where did you drive to? Road trip. We've driven to California. We've done that trip twice. That's the furthest we did. We did it over 3 days, though, because we just had 7 hour, 6 hour. Not your fine. Don't let anyone mess with you. Okay. It is 11 o'clock, so I'm going to tell you one last story or one last question. Oh, yeah. So Sean's my 20-year-old son. He's the one who played football in high school. We were watching NFL today, and Sean asked me if he was a running back and he got 50 touches, like no running back runs 50 times. But let's say Sean is a 20-year-old now, played in the NFL and got 50 touches. He asked me if he would get a combined 10 yards over those 50 touches. And I said, well, it depends obviously how good his offensive line is. If the offensive line gives him holes, then he's got a shot. But I said, a 6'3", 6'4", 250-pound lineman or linebacker blitzing, trying to smoke him, I don't even know if he'd last more than 1 or 2 plays. So then we got into this conversation of, if I played football, would I even survive the first tackle? So the question, just as I wrap up here, here's the question. If I was in the NFL, me and my 189 pounds now, 5'6", 189 pounds, padded up, suited up, behind an average offensive line, if I got 10 carries, how many yards would I get total? So let's presume that the offensive line is decent. They'll give me a hole or two once in a while. If I got 10 carries in the NFL, how many total yards do you think I would get? I would love to know what you guys think. Yeah, T-Dot, he wouldn't last 10 rushes. Yeah, Sean wouldn't come out alive. No, we were talking about that for sure. But let's make it about me. If I got 10 carries in the NFL, and you can tell me that I'd get injured on the first play, that's fine. How many yards would I get? So 20, 32, 4. Minus 100. But bro, I could lie down. Minus 5. Yeah, I don't think I could get back to the line, honestly. 10 carries, minus 15. Clay would truck the other. No, I would not. What a stupid question this was, but this is kind of funny. I get to ask you guys a question for once. Yeah, I think it would be pretty ugly. Yeah, defending who my offensive tackles are. Justin Credible's nice. He says I'd get 15 yards. The thumbs up should be in the logo. Yes, for the hockey jersey, I think it would be CCC and thumbs up somehow. Okay, you guys are awesome. And it's 11:05. I got to get going. Got to get my steps in and finish a paper for my master's because I haven't done any work for the past week because of a big work event that I got off of yesterday. So thanks everyone for being here. Thank you moderators for doing what you need to do. Thank you to the sponsors, Perform and Transform, Gassy Jack Art, Monkey Nine Brewing, and Zawada Mortgages. And thanks to all of you for being here. I appreciate you very much. Tomorrow night, as it says there, Canucks After Dark, Parker and me, 10 o'clock. And then my next live stream will be Wednesday night, 10 o'clock on YouTube. Hopefully we'll have some contracts to talk about for Quinn Hughes and Elias Pettersson. Aside from that, I'm volunteering at the Jake Milford Annual Charity Golf Classic tomorrow. Looking forward to that. And hopefully I'll have some footage or at least some stories for you from there. No players, but alumni and media. And then thanks to those you new subscribers, we grew by about 4 or 5 today. And thanks to Coach Rob for the donation. All right, friends, this has been great. Before you go, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And consider becoming a member. You can just learn about that on my channel. And from there, that's pretty good. So I hope to see you guys 23 hours from now for Canucks After Dark tomorrow. And tomorrow's vlog will be, once again, about Hughes, PD, and should we now be concerned that they're not going to be in camp. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your loyalty. And I guess before we go, I should always give my shout out to hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang, and to Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, and Shannon Hollingworth. Thanks for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. Okay, now I'm gonna go. So stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And by the way, did you hear what the carpenter said after he finished building his house? This is what he said. Nailed it. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.